Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is a 2002 Workhorse Utilimaster Edition. As you can see right there, Utilimaster Edition is more of a utility vehicle. It has some auxiliary lights and toolboxes, but we'll get into that. So I've named him Big Tony, and Big Tony only has about 38,000 miles on him. And that is because it belonged to the city of Anaheim and it wasn't driven very much. It was very well taken care of. It runs great, and we're just gonna hop right into it. First off, we have two tires in the back. It's four-wheel disc. There is the Bridgestone tires, right? And those tires are not cheap. These are the V Steel, and they are AR 19.5s. It's a 19.5 rim. And then an 8-inch wide tire. Those tires can actually be retreaded. If you guys are familiar with that, feel free to comment below what place does that, but they're a long ways away. They still have about, I'd say, 8 to 10, 30 seconds of an inch. If we were to stick the key in there, there's still a really deep groove. So that's great. As you can see, we have the special Utilimaster emblem on the outside. We have these LED hazard lights. So we're gonna just jump right into here. This has a lever that we push down with our foot, and that allows the seat to come forward. If my boots weren't so big, I could probably do that. Thanks for being patient with me while I figure that out. And so we can turn these on right here, and that's the symbol of it, and this is the rear. And so we're going to turn those with the front one on high. See how those are working. You have turn signals on there, flashing, middle, outward. So there's a lot of different styles that you can do. Now that we're in here, let's take a look at the cab. I didn't even realize it, but this actually has a stereo system. Old school tape player. I have a different car with a tape player. I collect a lot of tapes, so I think that's pretty cool. Easily exchangeable for a CD player, or excuse me, an MP3 player or Bluetooth. We have the mileage right there. It's proof. 38,893. And once you walk around, you'll see that those are definitely the true miles with the undercarriage and that kind of thing. We have the dome lights in here, which works well. We have auxiliary power, which is a 5,000 watt generator that's hooked up to the engine, and an inverter. So this van can do AC and DC power. And let's see here. I forget what this button was for. But oh yeah, this is the regular hazards on the outside. So that's nice. So it's just a quick hazard button. Has AC on there. And I haven't figured that out yet, but I believe it's just a vacuum leak. But regular AC does work. I want to check how much refrigerant it has. I've already done some work onto here. As you can see, there's some blue tape because I put some of the window trim back on with some butyl and silicone. We have this area right here. We have this nice padded floor. This chair swivels, right, and moves back and forth. So if you want it face this way, or if you want it to flip this way, pull out the table, have lunch here, do some work, you can do that. And yeah, so there's two different levers, excuse me. It's a two-hand thing, but this one's like that, and then there's another one for this lever right here for front and back, so we can play around with that. This seat does move forward like that as well. You can get the seatbelt out of the way. Trick is to just wrap it around like that, and then just kind of duck under it when you go in and out. Let's go ahead and turn on the lights so we can see out back. Turn on both of them. You can pull this here. This slides just like that. Whew. Still have some cleaning supplies all over the place. Totally forgot about that. Sorry about that. But did a little bit of cleaning in here. Forgot the cleaning supply was in here. That fell. But anyways, I went through a whole bunch of rags, wiped everything down. The eye just goes straight to the panel. We have an inverter, and that's the Auragen, Auragen, with a 5,000 watt ability, capacity, however you want to say that. Stack full of toolboxes. If you wanted to put anything in here, that's almost like a clothes uniform locker. Some hangers right here. These don't really move. You got to hit the button down on all of them. These go back in here, so they do have the pads for all of them. So most of them have the slide out button, but some of them are a little different. They have this nifty shield right here, but look, up and down, and there's the mechanism. It goes up and down. We got two little sunroofs in here. We have an LED light bar. Excuse me, this is incandescent, so original. I'd probably upgrade that to LED, use less energy. Two dome lights. There's our second. We have some accessory toolboxes here, still labeled. I've been meaning to put a heat gun to those and take all those off. Some auxiliary space for whatever you want to do there. There's a lot of different things you could do with this open area. Let's go ahead and open this door up. We'll go to the outside. You have to unlock it from the outside. Keep in mind this comes with the vehicle, and that is because we have this connection for 120 and 240 volt 3-pole 4-wire 60 hertz 50 amp supply. And then we have that, and there's that plug, which is brand new. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. Tighten that up later. We have the gas supply here. This is for the door hooks onto there, and there's a door stopper here. The door prong swings around. You got these huge wide doors, which is super unique to these Workhorses. A lot of the times they have the small one, or they have the roll up, like the UPS and the Amazon and that kind of thing. We have two outlets here, 120 volt standard. Let's check the undercarriage out, and we'll take a look at the engine compartment. So super duper clean. There's no rust at all. The cats are still there, which is good that they changed the law stating that if like, you know, a tweaker wants to sell a cat, they have to have the VIN number for the vehicle, and they record it. So cat burglaries have gone down. No, not that kind of cat. Meow. Like catalytic converter cat. Anyways, we have the engine bay. We'll go to the back and open up the back, but we do need to just review everything here. This just simply opens just like that. You do want to grab a hood strut later. It does look like this master or hydro booster, because the brakes are kind of tied in with basically brakes and and I believe it's power steering are tied together. So this was actually looks new, which is good, because after a while those can go out. Again, we have really good condition AC condenser. Have our windshield washer pump, your oil, your transmission, check situations here. There is the blower housing, horn. Everything looks really good and clean here. And the Origen generator is that right there. Let's see here if we can get that on camera just so you guys can look it up. High voltage, patent pending. There's the model number. See if we can get that in there. All right. So we have that. Now let's go to the back. This has a little step here. Pull down this step, just like that. And let's see if we can't get our keys out here. Put that in. And just like that, this opens up all the way. Put this here. And that secures the doors. If you want to secure the doors. This has a compartment that goes all the way to the front of the cab. So if you have, I believe this is, I don't know, probably 16 feet deep. And then we have a smaller one. It's probably, I'd say 5 feet deep right here. Now if we squeeze in here, this goes down, right? But to save time, I'll go ahead and keep that one. So, full wide doors, wood paneling on the edges. We have an insulated roof with additional panels. And I'm not sure what else I should go over. I was thinking about taking this thing out, but like I said, this belonged to the city of Anaheim before. It's for the cups and a water cooler. Fire safety for the clipboard. And there you have it. A 2002 massive Workhorse. If I didn't mention it already, this has a 5.7 liter. And we have a big table here. Huge, huge, huge table. Additional outlet. Hook. Interior lights. Should probably turn off the lights so we don't run out of battery, but the battery was just replaced and serviced, so I'm not really that worried about it. Might as well not drain it. In order to turn on the generator, we click that, right? And it's powered on. And then you hear the inverter come on. Since the generator is run by the engine, in order to get the wattage, you do need to have the engine running. That's why the fault light is blinking right now, because the engine's not on. But the engine is surprisingly quiet. I mean, that's what you'd expect with a vehicle with this many miles, but yeah, purrs like a kitten. No lights on the dash. Oil pressure is good. And we have about a half a tank and charging system. The oil pressure builds up to over this, and we have the engine's still cool. I only drove a couple miles to this parking lot to show you what was up. And there's again the mileage. There is the information on here. Go ahead and screenshot that if you want. And let's finally just show you the VIN number, so you guys can screenshot that if you want to do a VIN check on it. And there you have it. We have a beautiful Utilimaster I'm not sure if I was holding the camera vertical or horizontal. That's too bad. Anyways, still a good review. Thanks for watching. And we'll just do one more quick view of the outside. Purring like a kitten.